doing for the rest of this challenge, and I did some study sketches of the animal that was generated for me, in this case a sugar glider. I found some skeletal reference as well, which was considerably easier to find for this animal since it's sometimes kept as a pet. For the sketches, I'm really just starting with a soft B-grade pencil, giving myself a framework, and then I box in some shadows using a cool gray Tombow pen. Then to give the sketches a little extra depth and to get back into the swing of using ink, I use my Pentel ink brush pen to do the line art. So my prompt for day 3 is Sugar Glider Warrior, which gave me some really interesting ideas of how to play with the size of the character and their appearance. I started with a few different sketches, having it really set in mind that I wanted to do a medieval sort of character. Once I had sketched a little, I found myself really drawn back to my first idea of a sugar glider warrior posing triumphantly after having freed his cocktail sword from the olive. I lay down my foundations and then do the line work with my Pentel ink brush again. Once I've erased my construction lines, I prepare my ink palette with the colors I plan on using and then start blocking in the colors. Then, disaster struck. After working on the piece for about an hour, my phone stand that I was using to record actually fell into my ink palette. Thankfully, my phone and everything else on my desk was okay, but unfortunately the piece was beyond repair. But I didn't want to just give up on this piece, and I figured that it would be a good time to show off a little trick I've learned for when the shit hits the fan. I take a piece of tracing paper, trace my original, and then transfer it over to another clean page by covering the back in graphite and redrawing the image. This leaves a sort of ghost image behind that I was able to work from. I already knew that this is what I wanted my final piece to look like, so I went straight back in with ink. This time I used Speedball India ink and half of a skewer I'd broken as a makeshift dip pen to give the line some texture. Once I had the lines back in, I rearranged and attempted again with an ink wash. Once I had the general colors laid in, I decided that I wanted to call it a night on this piece and laid in a wash of colors in the background in a geometric pattern to set the figure into the space. I added the finishing touch with a thin paintbrush and some white ink to separate the characters forward from the background.